Hi Pisces, this is a bonus reading for you. For whatever reason, this morning when I woke up, and this has been happening a lot lately, I've been channeling things like as soon as I wake up, or if my sleep is broken for any reason, I start channeling things. So for whatever reason this morning, non-stop Pisces was on my mind. So I was like, okay, maybe I just need to do a bonus reading for Pisces. So I was like, okay, well, if I have the time, I'll go ahead and do it. So I do have time, so I'm going to do it. So you're welcome. So Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. Not putting a date or time frame on this reading. So whenever you see it is when you see it. Whenever it resonates is when it resonates. You know, time is fluid. So this could be past energy, present, or future for some of you. It cannot and will not resonate with every single Pisces on the planet of Earth. So check your Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs for general readings as well, if it doesn't resonate, and also for additional insight. And if you watch tons of tarot readings, you already know this. The moon is in Virgo. It's about 60% full and it's growing in size. On the 18th, we have our full moon in Scorpio. It's a good time to set your intentions for what you want to gain more of as the moon grows in size. So keep that in mind while you're meditating on, you know, doing your meditation. Think about what you want to gain more of, because it's easier to manifest growth during the waxing phases of the moon. So anyway, I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Look into your life and see what's going on. 3 more shuffles. All right, universe, help me connect with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. Help me to read, discern, and translate the messages clearly for their internal intuition, guidance, and growth. Help me connect with the collective of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Help me deliver clear messages. All right. Overall theme of the reading, Page of Pentacles. It is in reverse, but it could be either way. Could be someone being stubborn, reluctant to start something new, reluctant to sow new seeds, not wanting to learn anything new, lacking progress, lacking ambition, being introverted or illogical. Could also represent a child being moody or being childish or irrational. Could also be bad news about money. All right, so we have what's representing you is the Page of Cups. You are a water sign. This is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energy with the Page of Cups. This could be you feeling dreamy. You could be feeling very romantic or very compassionate or loving, flirty. This represents love news. You could be wanting to offer your love towards someone. You could be learning new ways of learning new things about love, or learning new ways to love yourself or someone else, or wanting to offer love. What's crossing you or complimenting you? This is my settle down card. You could be thinking about settling down. You could be feeling like a romantic, hopeless romantic, or just thinking about romance or love or settling down, your future wife, your future husband, your perfect home, balance, stability, alignment, settling down in a relationship, in a home, in a community, things of that nature. This is what is crossing you or complimenting you. And I could see it doing either one depending on, you know, how you handle it. It could be something that is hindering you or that's pushing you forth. You know, if it's something that you don't have now, it could be something that you're striving for. Some of you could be feeling frustrated by the lack of progress, or the fact that it's not coming maybe as fast as you want it to, something like that. The best you can expect at the present, Ace of Swords, new ideas, creativity. I get a sense of focus and communication. Like fresh communication, fresh ideas, curiosity, fresh insight, clear mind. I think that this just means that your mind is clear, your mind is free, you're open-minded. I think this tells you to be open-minded. Also to kind of think outside the box and think about things in new ways. That's what I mean by think outside the box. Like a need for like fresh thought, fresh ways of thinking, fresh ideas, clarity, mental clarity. The hidden factors around you. This is Jupiter and Capricorn. This represents, and this is air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini with the Ace of Swords. This represents balance, decision making, financial balance, also managing things like time, effort, energy. Juggling two people for some of you in a relationship. Some of you probably are dealing with someone who you're not the only person they're dealing with, or either you're dealing with multiple people, or you're not the only person that someone is dealing with and you don't know. Like juggling time and energy. Learning new skills as well. Managing a tight budget or attention to detail. I feel like hidden factors around you. Yeah. I feel like somebody's juggling someone or juggling something or some people. Past events influence in the present. Page of Swords. Maybe some type of truth was brought to light. This could also represent someone spying. It's also a need to pay attention to detail. Maybe some type of new communication or new thoughts, probably communication or messages. Somebody probably contacted you, and that probably is what is affecting you now. Probably what has you thinking about settling down or establishing yourself in a relationship or in a community or a home, whatever this represents for you. It could represent like a job for some of you if it involves creativity or artistry or something like that. Yeah, I think some type of message came your way. Somebody contacted you. There was some type of communication in the past, possibly from someone young or a situation that's young or a person who's young. Could also represent a kid. We have 3 pages here. So you could have kids. You could have a kid or more than one kid. Or this could just represent a lot of new opportunities or new situations. The Ace of Wands. Okay, we got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Your next move. The birth or invention of some type of new source, some type of new passion, creation, creativity, love, desire, something that brings some new spark of energy, focus, creation, something that brings out your passion, your creative flow, creativity, your talents, something that makes you feel passionate and fiery. That represents your next move. I think you're just going to go after something, a new passionate beginning. I think you have a new way of thinking about things, or you're developing a new way of thinking about things. These both represent new thoughts, new communication, new clarity coming your way. And I think you want new love. You could be trying to balance your work life and your home life, your personal life and your work life. That could be what this is about as well, if it's not another person juggling 2 people. But yeah, I think you want new new passion, new desires, new starts, like new everything, right? This is the edge of Pisces too, right? How you see yourself or what you can do. I think you see yourself as stable, secure. The Kings are head of the industry. They know how to make decisions about, you know, he's good with money, so he makes good decisions with money. I think he feels like, male or female, you got into a place where you feel secure, stable, grounded, financially stable, financially secure, generous, loyal. You can, this is also patience, understanding things take time. How I was saying with the Page of Pentacles, you know, sometimes there's lack of progress because or lack of focus because we want things to happen right now. So the King understands that things take time. This is head of the industry energy, like CEOs. So this is how you see yourself and what you can do. You can remain stable, grounded, and patient. Secure. I feel like there's something else I want to say. It's on the tip of my tongue. Hopefully it comes to me. Your environment. I feel like there's a lot of teamwork around you. There's a lot of like equal give and take situations. There's a lot of advocacy. Could be a lot of like learning and teaching. You could be involved in an environment that that involves a lot of learning and teaching, or apprenticeship. You could be learning a lot about yourself or building self-improvement skills. You could be learning self-improvement skills from other people and then teaching other people self-improvement skills. So that type of thing, like I'm going to teach you something that's going to help you better yourself, and you're going to teach me something that helps me better myself. A lot of teamwork and reciprocity is what I feel from this. I think this is the environment. This is what is around you. This is your environment. So that's beautiful. That's good. You could be around a lot of earth signs with these two. This could just represent work too, like being your money, your coins, your pentacles, materialistic things. But this could represent earth signs too. This is Capricorn. This is the Three of Pentacles is Mars in Capricorn. The Two of Pentacles is Jupiter in Capricorn. The King is Aries or Taurus. And let's see. Hopes and fears. The Queen of Wands. This represents passion, creativity, strong self-expression, stepping into your self-expression and your creativity and your personal power. Become like stepping into yourself, becoming yourself, feeling yourself. Also sensuality, beauty, desire. I think with this being the hope and fear, I feel like you're wanting to be free in this energy without having to feel guarded. And I sense, like, especially from the masculines, you know, you want to be able to tap into your feminine energy and be loving and compassionate and passionate and express your passions and your desires and be, you know, express yourself without being ridiculed or shamed. Or without it also, you know, coming back to bite you in the ass, like letting your guard down and being betrayed or being hurt is what I feel. But this card is all about, excuse me, creativity and focus. This is Pisces and Aries energy. It's about enthusiasm, energy, love and relationships, intuition. Yeah, stepping into your personal power. Being strong, creative, and dynamic. But it is more introverted. I think with this being in the hopes and fears category, I think you're just wanting to express yourself. Pisces are naturally very emotional creatures or beings. So I think this is just wanting to express yourself and be creative, be creatively free without being, you know, ridiculed or judged or, you know, Just being comfortable and being able to be yourself. That's what I get from that. The outcome, I don't think this is supposed to be in the reverse. Definitely not. The Sun card, happiness, vitality, growth. Also represents the inner child. Could represent an actual child for some of you. Positivity, happiness. Vitality, just warmth, success, vacation, like definitely being able to let your guard down. So I do want to clarify a few of these cards, like I'm just going to clarify the whole spread then, because I think that's going to make everything make way more sense. So let's just clarify the whole spread. We're doing good on time. One more shuffle, universe. Let's clarify this entire spread for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign Pisces. Three, four. At the bottom of this deck, we have the Ten of Cups. Happiness and abundance, an overflow of happiness and abundance, joy, living with ease, emotional fulfillment. Lovely. So with the Page of Cups, we have you, I think you're balancing your emotions, balancing the heart and mind, ready to take new opportunities with love, take a new approach towards love, doing everything in moderation. I get a sense of, like I said, balancing your home life and your personal life, or balancing your work life and your personal life. Like doing everything in moderation, being internally balanced and moderate. Sagittarius energy with this card. Yeah, and I think also doing like some internal negotiation, really being sure about what it is that you want, and just being, how can I say it? Just being very balanced and moderate in the way you approach love, and just looking for something new with love. Very smart. We have the Three of Swords with the Four of Wands. I think there's some reassessment happening about, you know, what you want out of love, especially with the Temperance card. Some reassessment happening. Also healing has been taking place with the Three of Swords. There's been some healing from any deception from your past and your heartbreak. I feel like you have been through some things, and you're reflecting on what you want this happy ending to be, what you want to settle down into. When you do settle down, you're thinking about or reflecting on what it is that you want to, what type of situation it is that you want to end up dwelling in, and you're healing from past heartbreak and deception and backstabbing, any situations like that. The best you can expect right now, at the present, we have the Nine of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. So I think there's new ideas. First of all, this is abundance, self-sufficiency, independence, financial stability, living with ease. So I feel like you are living with ease, and that allows your mind to be clear and you to be open-minded about this, about the way you approach love and other things that you want to venture out in life to do. I think you're financially stable enough to where that's one huge thing that you don't have to worry about. So now your mind can be clear and open for new thoughts, new clarity, new ideas, new curiosity, new communication. Love it. Okay. The hidden factors around you involve the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands came out again. So I think you have a lot of passion, you have a lot of creativity that you want to express, but I think you're doing a very good job of balancing this. I don't know why I feel like some of you are like really horny. Some of you are wanting some sexual healing. Some of you are working really hard. Some of you are wanting to, you know, you may be wanting to date seriously, but you also like have itches that you need to scratch right now, and you have needs that need to be met right now. So you're trying to do some balancing of, you know, offering love in the right places, you know, like being responsible with love, but also, you know, taking care of what you need to take care of right now, you know, scratching the itch right now, but also making wise decisions and being balanced internally with where you give love, where you offer love, expressing yourself creatively. And for some of you, I said that we're balancing people. The Queen of Wands can be a mistress. We have 2 queens on the board now too, so that situation very well could apply to you. Some of you are trying to balance between 2 people. Some of you got a side chick that you're balancing with, the mistress. Some of you are trying to manage your own, you're trying to balance your own inner Queen of Wands that wants to come out and play and express themselves, and maybe wants to mess around a little bit, be a little bit promiscuous, be a little bit, you know, sensual. I gotta further clarify that. Some of you are balancing another person. Some of you are balancing, you know, your own desires, you know, with your responsibilities. Clarify the, let's see, clarify the 2 of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Clarify the 2 of Pentacles, please. Page of Wands. So that does represent news, messages, creativity, hyperactivity, surge in ideas. It could represent a kid. Some of you could be trying to manage, some of you could have a kid and a girlfriend, like you have a kid from a previous relationship and you have a girlfriend. You're trying to balance the relationship you have, you know, your personal life between, you know, your me time, your time with your girlfriend, your time with your kid, something like that. Or some of you could have a kid with this person and be juggling a whole nother situation with somebody else too. It could go many ways. You know how it applies to you, so don't attack me if that's not you. It also represents good news about work and projects. So if this is, you know, just creativity and self-expression and you balancing your work life, I get a sense that it's going to make it easier to do that, to balance whatever it is that you're working on here. But it also represents creative energy and like a writer, someone who's young, talkative, creative, intuitive with the Queen of Wands. These are the hidden factors around you. This is also my spiritual messenger card too. Okay. Past events influencing the present. 2 of Pentacles. Again, the 2 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, that new communication, that new, it's also need to pay attention to detail. Could be someone's spine. Being cautious. I feel like, because this is also about decisions. Maybe there was some type of decision that you were going back and forth with in the past. There was a need to pay attention to detail. There could have been some contracts or documents involved. Could be work related or having to do with money or the way you make your money. But there was some type of contract that you either didn't pay enough attention to or that you needed to pay more attention to. But whatever this situation it is, it's a past situation that is influencing the present. Let's see, the 2 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Clarify the Page of Swords. Queen of Swords. I feel like this past situation, clear my energy, please. Clear my energy. This past situation could have involved, this could have been a very similar situation to this, you know, whatever this balancing is, because we got the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands right here. And then we have the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords right here. And the Two of Pentacles. This is basically the same shit. This is basically the same situation because we got the Two of Pentacles. Okay, give me a second with this. I feel like you were balancing definitely some spying going on. Definitely with some spying going on. Pisces, either you were spying on someone or someone was spying on you. It could have been both. But I feel like there's definitely some spying going on. Somebody was checking out something else. There was probably some type of third-party situation if this is a relationship going on. Because we got all these queens and these twos of pentacles. It's getting a little crazy now. So let's see. The Queen of Swords is someone who, you know, has to make intelligent or strong. She's strong-minded, male or female. This is a strong-minded, sharp mind energy, sarcastic. This is Libra and Virgo energy. This card represents strength and intelligence, independent. Someone who's mentally intelligent and strong and communicates well, but can be sarcastic or witty. You could have been spying on someone like that, or because this page, I feel like this is the page. I feel like you were the page. I feel like the Pisces, you were the page. You were probably spying on someone or balancing, I don't know, possibly trying to make, I feel like there's so many different ways I can interpret this. Probably trying to make a decision to communicate with someone or to speak your mind about something. Could be the same situation, the same scenario, except the Swords is mental energy. So I feel like this is, you probably wanted to communicate, or there was some type of communication that took place in the past and that's influencing the present now. I don't know. Y'all let me know if that makes sense in any way. Your next move, the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands. Look, celebration, victory, happiness, new opportunities, celebration, like establishing yourself. This is establishing yourself with the Four of Wands, but this is after you've established yourself and you can celebrate, you can be victorious, you can, this is, yeah, weddings, celebrations, victory, success, lovely, beautiful, easy breezy. I understood that. Then we have the Moon card with the King of Pentacles. This represents how you see yourself, what you can do. You can be a damn Pisces. This is the Pisces card with the Moon. So I think this is definitely being, you know, be true to yourself. The Moon card represents deep emotions, listening to your dreams, following your intuition. It also represents fear of the unknown, fear around a decision. So I think for this advice for this particular placement of the card, how you see yourself, what you can do, you can definitely pay attention to your dreams, listen to your intuition, and pay close attention to any deep emotions that you have, and be practical. You know, be responsible with your deep emotions, be responsible with the way you follow your intuition, and the ways that you overcome your fears of the unknown, or, you know, making decisions, and just be practical and understand that things take time. Your environment, Queen of Pentacles. We got the King and the Queen. So, Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So, I feel like this is probably you. Your environment involves a lot of teamwork, a lot of help, a lot of, you know, learning and apprenticeship, building on previous skills, learning new skills, working towards self-improvement, development, being practical, strategic, generous, loyalty, there could be some luxury. You could be surrounded by wealthy people, supportive people, nurturing people, affectionate people. This could represent a female partner or a boss or a business partner of some sort. This could represent you if you're a female Pisces, feminine energy. It represents financial stability, though. Also selfishness. You could be, I get like a sense of self-sufficiency, like the Nine of Pentacles. Selfish, but in a way of like, I'm gonna take care of me first, and then when I can, I'm gonna do for you. Like a responsible selfishness, not just like being greedy. In the reverse, it would be greed. But yeah, this is someone who is very generous and offers practical help. I think that's what this type of situation involves. Just a group of people, your environment, whoever you're around, it just involves very generous and practical people who are very loving and helping, and I guess helpful would be the better term. Love that. Your hopes and fears, the Two of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like the partnership, commitment, there could be some commitment issues. There could be some fear of settling down into this partnership and there being a lack of progress or a lack of growth, or there being heartbreak or betrayal. I feel like you want to settle down, but you're scared of being hurt. And I feel like with this being in the hopes and fears, like you hope for a partnership and connection and a commitment where you can be this Queen of Wands energy. You can be passionate and creative and self-expressive without being guarded and without fearing this Three of Swords being right around the corner. So I feel like that fear is like thinking that being hurt, being, you know, betrayed, or being in a, you know, I guess in a failing relationship is, you know, thinking that that's inevitable or thinking that it's gonna come, which you can manifest that. If you keep thinking, if you think that something's gonna be horrible, it will be. You know, you'll find a way to make it horrible. So I think that's probably why the Sun card came out in the reverse too, because some of you will end up ruining your happiness or delaying your happiness if you let your fear get in the way of you chasing your goals or just going after your dreams, and, you know, just really giving this a chance to be fruitful and just grow into whatever it's, you know, until its truest potential. This could also be like trying to make a decision about, you know, which energy you want to be in. Do you want to be the Queen of Wands or do you want to be the Page of Wands? This could be what this is about, this teeter-totter, this going back and forth, this making a decision about which energy you want to be in. Do you want to be shy and timid, or do you want to be bold and sure about what you want to do as far as your passions and desires and creative, you know, endeavors go? This could be the same thing. Like, do you want to just sit here and spy on somebody, or do you want to speak up and speak your mind and, you know, be clear, make your voice heard, and communicate, offer mature communication? That could be what that's about too, trying to figure out where you want to go with it, because with this being your fear, you want to be in a situation where you can let your guard down, but you're afraid of that. And we have the High Priestess and the Sun. It's about listening to your intuition more. Moon energy could be Cancer or Pisces. Represents deep emotions as well. Keeping deep emotions a secret, but I think with this card, the Sun is going to bring certain things to light. I think with revealing these deep emotions, following your intuition, and just being in this nature, being fearless of, you know, being here in this energy, will bring you happiness. It will bring the darkness to the light. And, you know, bring you vitality and growth and recovery from any past heartbreak or betrayal or situations that you've been in that has you being afraid of even, you know, going forward 100%. But the outcome here is following your intuition, listening to your desires, to those deep emotions, and following your intuition, letting it lead you to growth and happiness, listening to your inner child, because children aren't afraid. It's, you know, adults, we grow up and then we get scared. Children are fearless. Get some romance angels for you real quick. What are the messages for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign Pisces. 2 more shuffles. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. I think you are being timid. Some of you are being timid. Some of you want to present or initiate some type of communication, passionate communication with someone. I think some of you are being timid about, you know, do I do it? Or, you know, do I wait? Do I learn a little bit more? You know, do I do a little bit more research, or do I just go for it? Like, am I sure or am I not? Because the queens are sure. They know what they want. They know how to get it. The pages are still learning. They're still trying to find their way. And I feel like you are just trying to decide, am I sure? Am I not? Same with this. Do I know what I want to say? Or should I reassess? Should I keep spying? You come up with new ideas, come up with a new perspective, come up with a new game plan, and you're like, oh, I don't know. And then, okay, yeah, I know what I want to say. And then you go back and forth, going back and forth, back and forth. I don't know what that's about. Let's get one more. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. If you let your fears lead your life and rule your life, you will always be stuck and you will never live life to your fullest potential. And you'll always wonder, you know, could I have been in this situation where I could be myself? I could be my true, loving, compassionate self and my true self-expressive, you know, loving self in this harmonious, loving, committed relationship. Could I have been, you know, could I have settled down? Could this have really happened? You'll always wonder. You'll never know. So let it go, man. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. All right, let's get a divine energy. Oracle card. One more shuffle for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Think things through. I don't feel like you need to overthink things any longer. I think you just need to think things through to the point what do I want? And then think about what is the most logical next step to get it. I don't think you should overthink things to oblivion like you probably have been. Go for your dreams. Yes. So whatever it is that your intuition is telling you, or your inner child is telling you, imagine solutions. I feel like you needed to see that too. It flipped out. Be solution oriented. Think about the positive outcome. Think about this happiness. Think about this, you know, this outcome here. Don't think about, you know, the fears. Because like I said, you can manifest your fears if you let it fester over and over and over. You can manifest that and make that your reality. So Be solution oriented. Imagine the solutions. Go for your dreams. Go for the things that you know that you'll be happiest with. Don't sell yourself short. If you want the 10 of Cups, go for the 10 of Cups. You know what I'm saying? Don't sell yourself short. And once you figure out what your dreams are, then you can think things through and figure out what's the most logical plan or course of action to get there, and you can take the next step to get there. That way you don't have to waste time, you know, trying to get to your destination. One more for Pisces, Sun and Rising, Venus and Jupiter signs. Uh-oh. Wake up call. This is your wake up call. Listen, if you are always afraid, I feel like some of y'all really just need to hear this. If you let this fear, whatever your fear is, even if it's just you're scared of your own emotions, because I know Pisces are very emotional. We have deep emotions here twice. If you're scared, if settling down freaks you out, but you really want to, then you have to go for it, or else, you know, you're not going to get it. Only one way to, you know, find out. But this is your wake-up call. Like, if you keep going back and forth between what it is you want to do and you never make a decision, a decision's going to be made for you, and it's likely going to be a decision that you're not happy with. So you have to take control of your life. It's time for you to this is your wake-up call. Like, it's time for you to deal with the situation head on. Be solution oriented. Think it through. Figure out what your next move is. Make your next move your best move. And as long as your intentions are good and your heart is in the right place, you're going to be victorious. You're going to be victorious. You're going to be successful. This new creation and this new start, this new passionate beginning, is going to be everything you want it to be. You just have to go after it. Because otherwise you risk being in this situation where your happiness is delayed. Your true happiness, you know, you could be in a situation that's content, but your true happiness, what you truly desire, is going to continue to be delayed as long as you don't go after it. It's going to stay right there. And if you want to make all these wrong turns, figuring out, you know, trying to figure out a better way to get there, when your intuition is telling you and guiding you, you probably get hella dreams. I already know, Pisces. I'm sure you get dreams and intuition speaking to you in different ways. Pisces are naturally very spiritual, a very spiritual sign. So this is your wake-up call, Pisces. I think this is going to be the title of your video. This is your wake-up call. You got to decide what you're going to do. Got to decide what you want and what you're going to do to get it. How bad do you want it? Anyway, that's your reading, Pisces. I hope that resonates with you. And if it does, let me know in the comments. And if you want to book a personal reading, the information is below. If you'd like to donate, I appreciate that. It's below as well. My social media information, Snapchat, Instantgo, Instagram, all that stuff is below as well. And until next time, peace, love, and light. Bye, Pisces.